most sincerity, I pay homage to the eternal triple gem throughout the 10 directions of the Dharma realm. With utmost sincerity, I pay homage to the eternal triple gem throughout the 10 directions of the Dharma realm. With utmost sincerity, I pay homage to the eternal triple gem throughout the 10 directions of the Dharma realm. All the evil deeds I have committed in the past arose from beginningless greed, anger, and delusion. Born from the body, speech, and mind, I now confess them all. From now until the end of time, I take refuge in the Buddha, revered in wisdom and merit. I take refuge in the Dharma, revered in abandoning desire. I take refuge in the Sangha, revered among all communities. I have accomplished refuge in the Buddha. I have accomplished refuge in the Dharma. I have accomplished refuge in the Sangha. The supreme, profound, and wonderful Dharma, so rare to encounter even in hundreds of thousands of eons. Now I see, hear, and receive it. May I comprehend the true meaning of the Tathagata's teachings. The Lotus Sutra, Lifespan of the Tathagata, Chapter 16, Verse. Thereupon the Bhagavat, wanting to elaborate on the meaning of this further, spoke these verses. Since I have attained Buddhahood, immeasurable hundreds of thousands of myriads of kotis of incalculable kalpas have passed. I have been constantly teaching the Dharma through these immeasurable kalpas, leading and inspiring innumerable kotis of sentient beings, and enabling them to enter the Buddha path. Using skillful means, I have manifested the state of nirvana to bring sentient beings to this path. Yet I have not actually entered nirvana, but continually abide here expounding the Dharma. Although I am always among these erring beings, with my transcendent powers, I prevent them from seeing me. The sentient beings, seeing me, enter perfect extinction, earnestly revere my relics, and filled with longing, yearn for me. When the sentient beings become sincere, mild, and receptive, and wanting wholeheartedly to meet the Buddha, are willing to give unsparingly of their bodies and lives, then I, together with the Sangha, will appear on the Mount Gridrakutta. I will declare this to sentient beings. Although I am always here without extinction, through the power of skillful means, I manifest extinction and non-extinction. If there are any sentient beings in other worlds who respect and believe in me, I will also teach them the highest Dharma. Not knowing this, you only think that I have entered parinirvana. I see all sentient beings submerged in the ocean of suffering. That is why, by not manifesting my form, I cause them to yearn for me. Then after awakening this longing, I appear and expound the Dharma. Such are my transcendent powers. For innumerable kalpas, I have constantly resided on Mount Gridrakutta and elsewhere. When sentient beings see themselves amidst a conflagration at the end of a kalpa, it is in fact my tranquil land, always full of devas and humans. All the gardens and palaces are adorned with various gems. The jeweled trees abound with flowers and fruit, and the sentient beings are joyful among them. The devas beat heavenly drums, making constant and varied music. They rain down mandarava flowers upon the Buddha and the Great Assembly. Although my pure land never decays, the sentient beings see it as ravaged by fire, and torn with anxiety and distress, they believe it is filled with these things. Because of their misdeeds, these erring sentient beings do not hear the name of the three treasures for incalculable kalpas, but all who cultivate merit and are receptive and honest will see me residing here, expounding the Dharma. For the sake of these sentient beings, I teach that the lifespan of the Buddha is immeasurable. To those who, after a long time, finally see the Buddha, I teach that it is difficult to meet him. Such is the power of my wisdom. The light of my wisdom illuminates immeasurably, and my lifespan is of innumerable kalpas. This has been achieved through long practice. You wise ones, do not give in to doubt. Banish all doubt forever. The Buddha's words are true, never false. It is like the physician who proclaimed his own death, although it was untrue. He did this to cure his delirious sons, through excellent skillful means, so no one could say he really spoke falsehood. I, also, being the Father of the world, cure those who suffer. To the deluded and unenlightened, I say that I have entered nirvana, although in fact I am really here. For if they were to see me, they would become lazy and arrogant, attached to the desires of the five senses. They would fall into the troubled states of being. Always aware of which sentient beings practice a path and which do not, I teach the Dharma in various ways, according to their ability to be saved. I am always thinking, by what means can I cause sentient beings to be able to enter the highest path and quickly attain the Dharma? The Dharma that the Buddhas have attained is foremost, unique, and difficult to understand. No one but the Buddha with the Buddha can completely know the real aspects of all Dharmas, that is to say, their character, nature, substance, potential, function, cause, condition, result, effect, and essential unity. On perfect and sudden enlightenment. Perfect and sudden enlightenment means from the very beginning, samatha vipassana takes ultimate reality as the focus. Every object of perception is inherently the middle way, and nothing is not true reality. When one's mind is unified with the Dharma realm, a single thought is the Dharma realm. Every form, every fragrance is none other than the middle way. The realm of self, the realm of Buddhas, and the realm of sentient beings are all the same in this. The aggregates and sensory entrances are all thusness. There is no suffering to discard. Ignorance and defilements are themselves identical with enlightenment. There is no accumulation of afflictions to sever. The two extremes and false views are all the middle way and correct. There is no path to cultivate. Birth and death are themselves nirvana. There is no cessation to attain. Since there is no suffering and no accumulation of afflictions, there is no mundane world. Since there is no path and no cessation, there is no transcendent world beyond. There is only the pure and singular ultimate reality. Beyond this ultimate reality, there is no other Dharma. The nature of Dharma is stillness. This is called cessation, samatha. Stillness, yet ever illuminating. This is called contemplation, vipassana. Though we speak of beginning and end, there is no duality, no separation. This is called perfect and sudden cessation and contemplation. Know that the body and the land, both in a single thought, encompass the 3,000 realms. Thus, at the moment of attaining enlightenment, one's body and thought resonate with this fundamental principle, pervading the entire Dharma realm. With utmost devotion, I pay homage to the perfectly virtuous and fully enlightened Shakyamuni Tathagata, to the physical and spiritual relics, to the original vow arising from the fundamental ground, and to the stupa that pervades the Dharma realm. We reverently bow and worship. Through the Buddha's empowerment, may my present body merge with the Buddha, and the Buddha merge with me. By the Buddha's miraculous power, may I attain enlightenment and benefit all sentient beings. I resolve to awaken the mind of Bodhi, practice the Bodhisattva path, and together enter perfect nirvana, the equal and supreme wisdom. Now I offer this act of reverence. I take refuge in the Dharmakaya of the original awakened mind. The wondrous Dharma, eternally abiding on the lotus throne of the mind, inherently endowed with the virtues of the three bodies, the 37 sacred beings dwell within the citadel of the heart. The countless samadhis, as numerous as the dust particles in the universe, transcend cause and effect, naturally complete and perfect. The boundless ocean of virtues is originally fulfilled. I return to pay homage to the Buddhas within my own heart. Onnabokya biroshana makamodara manihandoma jimbara harabari taya un. Onnabokya biroshana makamodara manihandoma jimbara harabari taya un. Onnabokya biroshana makamodara manihandoma jimbara harabari taya un. On bara bara sambara indariya bishudani unroro share sowaka. On bara bara sambara indariya bishudani unroro share sowaka. On bara bara sambara indariya bishudani unroro share soaka. Bright light universally illuminates the 10 directions, gathering and never abandoning all sentient beings who recite the name. Namo Amitabha. 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 I take refuge and bow in reverence to Amitabha Buddha, the great king of compassionate vows, presiding over the western pure land of ultimate bliss. I take refuge in the great compassionate teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. I take refuge in Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. I take refuge in Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva. May the assembly of holy beings, in their compassion, protect and remember us. I take refuge in the great teachers who transmitted the teachings, and all the successive masters who have repaid the kindness of the Buddhas. For all ancestors, past and present, for my family and community, whether connected by karmic ties or not, may all spirits advance in their path to Buddhahood and be reborn together in the Pure Land. I, a disciple of the Buddha, pray for the eradication of my karmic obstacles, for mindfulness at the time of death, and for rebirth in the Pure Land of ultimate bliss. By the great compassion of the Tathagata, may I be compassionately protected and remembered. Namo Amitabha. 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 By these merits, may all beings be equally benefited. Together may we generate the Bodhi mind, and may we be reborn in the Pure Land of peace and bliss. With utmost sincerity, I pay homage to the eternal Triple Gem throughout the 10 directions of the Dharma realm. With utmost sincerity, I pay homage to the eternal Triple Gem throughout the 10 directions of the Dharma realm. With utmost sincerity, I pay homage to the eternal Triple Gem throughout the 10 directions of the Dharma realm.